Amanda Teresa Stavik, known as Mandy to her friends and family, was 18 years old in 1989. The blonde-haired, bright-eyed adolescent lived in Deming, Washington, in the rural scenic area of Whatcom County. She had moved to Deming when she was 12 years old and was a well-liked young lady in the small town. Mandy graduated from Mount Baker High School and was a freshman at Central Washington University in Ellensburg, where she played basketball and softball. She also ran track and would go jogging along the same route around the neighborhood to stay fit. Mandy grabbed her Walkman and left her childhood home with the family dog, a German Shepherd named Kyra. On one of her regular jogs on November the 24th, 1989, she was home for Thanksgiving, but she kept up with her daily fitness routine like the dedicated athlete she was. According to reports, she left her house around 1:50 p.m. Mandy had not yet returned to the family home after several hours. Her dog Kyra arrived later without her. Her frightened family promptly reported her missing at 7:29 p.m. and began searching for her in the local and surrounding areas. Despite searching all evening, they found no trace of Mandy. Because there was so little information about what happened to the missing teen, investigators began to suspect a kidnapping. The search extended until the following morning. Officers from neighboring Skagit County, helicopters, and horses were used to assist the police in their search for Mandy Stavik. Locals looked for her on foot and in their cars. Mandy's body was discovered floating in the Nooksack River on the third day of the search, November 27, 1989. Mandy's clothes were missing. Her running socks and shoes were still on. There was almost no doubt that there was foul play involved. The position of Mandy's body suggested that she was struck across the back of the head and drowned in the river. During an autopsy, the medical examiner, Dr. Goldvogel, determined that the cause of death was drowning. There was evidence of trauma to the back of the head, which later confirmed the theory. Many tips were submitted over the years. The majority of them pointed the finger of blame at a man named Timothy Forrest Bass, now 55 years old. Although authorities were suspicious of this person, they were unable to persuade him to voluntarily submit his DNA to be ruled out as a suspect. Many residents submitted their DNA over the years, but when asked, Bass declined. Bass was around 22 years old when Mandy went missing in 1989, and he lived near the Stavik family home. Despite being a few years her senior, he also attended her basketball games as a spectator. Because he refused to provide his DNA, Mr. Bass became the primary suspect in the case. Police attempted to gain access to Timothy Bass's delivery truck for his job at the Franz Bakery Corporation. The request was denied. Police eventually obtained a DNA sample from Bass's co-worker, who turned in a discarded cup and a cola can from which she had seen Bass drink. The DNA extracted from the cup matched the evidence discovered in Stavic. He was arrested as a result, but he maintained that he had no relation to Amanda Stavik. When informed that his DNA sample matched that of which was found on the victim, he changed his story and claimed that the two had intimate relations on the day of the murder. He denied killing the adolescent. Bass was charged with first-degree kidnapping, assault, and murder of Mandy Stavik on December the 14th, 2017. Mandy's mother was alive to witness the arrest and the sheriff's handling of the 30-year-old case. He said it was the best moment of his career to put the suspect in handcuffs. He told KTVB that the department had become obsessed with solving the case case and that it felt like Mandy was speaking to them. Timothy Bass may have a clean criminal record in Washington, but he does not have a clean slate when it comes to violence against women. Numerous online reports detail a restraining order filed against him in 2010 by his wife. He was allegedly physically and verbally abusive to both her and their children. She also claims that he was interested in TV shows about cold cases. He said that he had never been stupid enough to get caught for murder. According to the Bellingham Herald, the couple reconciled and Bass's wife lifted the restraining order after several months. Timothy Bass addressed the court before he was sentenced. "I'd like to start by saying that I am completely innocent of this crime. I have no ill will toward anyone in this room, not even today. But I'm having trouble with this," he stated. Timothy Bass was sentenced to 320 months in prison by the judge. A reward fund of $25,000 was established in the hopes of generating tips that would lead to an arrest. The money was later donated to Mandy Stavik Scholarship Fund at Mount Baker High School. Since 1990, the scholarship has been awarded 29 times to students who take an active role in the Mount Baker High School music program. Information about the scholarship is on the high school's website. Mary Stavik said that although nothing will bring her daughter back, there is some comfort in knowing the man responsible for her murder has finally been brought to justice. "Mandy was special," Mary Stavik said. "I don't know why she was or how she got to be that way. I learned that the living has to go on to honor the goodness of what you have lost." It was Mary's 81st birthday when Tim Bass was arrested in 2017. Mandy's death was not her first child's death. Brent Stavik, her eldest son, was killed while bow hunting. When his body was discovered, more than 20 shells were recovered from his back. Mary Stavik is saddened by Mandy's death. She claimed it was routine for her to accompany her daughter jogging. She would usually ride alongside Mandy on her bike. However, the day Mandy went missing, she did not, as her older sister had come over for a visit. Did any of you follow this case? Tell me your thoughts in the comments.